Here's innovation from Goyle that takes you further. New Goyle Super Synthetic 5W20 and 5W30 lubes have been expertly crafted with the latest in liquid engineering technology, highly advanced for modern engines, prolongs oil change intervals, save you fuel, clean, protect and enhance engine performance. The way engines work has become complex, and Goyle has innovated to stay ahead.
The 2019 edition of the National Science and Math Quiz. Today we bring you the 19th 1A stage contest, which features Keta Senior High Technical School. Edinaman Senior High School. And SDA Senior High School, Bekwai. Let's meet the contestants. Edinaman Senior High School. Edinaman Senior High School is represented by
Lord Kwanzaa final year. Final year.
You're welcome, gentlemen.
Thank you.
How are you?
We are fine.
Doing well?
Yes.
All right, you are coming to us from the prelims.
Yes.
How did it go?
At the preliminary stage, we met Untitled Senior High School and Molar SHS, and by God's grace, we won our contest. That's why we are here.
All right, that's great. Would you please tell us a little bit about your school, Edinaman Senior High School?
Okay. Edinaman Senior High School is a mixed school located at Elmina in the central region. The school was first established in the Elmina Castle in the year 1976, before it was moved to its present location, Paul Isaac College. Our motto is Perkokan, meaning strive forward.
All right, that's very good. So today's contest, what should we expect from you?
Victory.
Victory.
Yes.
All right. Best wishes.
Thank you.
SDA Senior High School, Bekwai. SDA Senior High School, Bekwai is represented by
Entry Eric, final year.
Foster, final year.
You're welcome, gentlemen.
Thank you, madam.
And how are you?
We are very fine.
Good. You are also coming from the prelims.
Yes, madam.
Yes, what happened there?
Okay, at the preliminary stage, we met Sunyani SHS and Pond Tamale, and by the grace of God, we were able to win.
Great, great, great. A little bit about your school will do.
Okay, Bekwai SDA is situated at Bekwai in the Ashanti region and was established in the year 1953. And our motto is, let your light shine.
The contest today, what are we expecting from you?
Okay, expect nothing but the best.
The best.
Yes.
I wish you well.
Thank you, madam.
Keta Senior High Technical School. Keta Senior High Technical School is represented by
Dagadu Justina Kofa, final.
Abu John, final year.
You are welcome, ladies and gentlemen. How are you?
Yeah.
Good. I normally commend the mixed schools that field young ladies. So, Keta, well done. You are a seeded school.
Yes.
So, how did you prepare?
We taught the Eastern region and the Greater Accra preparing, and then contesting to other schools to get ourselves well prepared.
Okay, that's good. All right. I know, Akofa, that you have a talent. She's a very good rapper. So, Akofa, 2 bars.
Madam, after the contest.
This is not the time.
Yes.
Afterwards, I'll ask you. All right. Okay. So, today's contest, what are we to expect from you?
Expect our first victory from us.
Victory. All right. Best wishes to you then.
Thank you.
Viewers, we've met the contestants. We are being promised victory all around. We shall find out. But before I sit down, I would like to acknowledge our sponsors. The National Science and Math Quiz is sponsored by the Ghana Education Service with support from GOIL, Prudential Life Insurance Ghana, GCB Bank, Vimto, Academic City College, Adanse Travels, Kenya Airways, Accra College of Medicine, Medifem Multi-Specialist Hospital and Fertility Center, GTP, FH Akan University of Applied Sciences, and InterVarsity. Our media partners are Joy News, Joy FM, My Joy Online, and YFM. This is a prime time production. My name is Alsiefa Kaufman, and I'm honored to be your quiz mistress. Thank you. Thank you. Contestants, the contest as always comes to you in 5 rounds. The first round is a round for fundamental concepts. The questions are simple and direct. I'm expecting simple and direct answers from you. If you answer your major question correctly, 3 points. If the question is incorrectly answered, it becomes available to the 2 other schools. A school may ring and attempt an answer. If right, a bonus point. If it's incorrect, there's a penalty, 1 point. For questions that require calculations, you have 30 seconds to present your answer. If there are no calculations involved, you have 10 seconds to do so. All of the questions, all of them are to be attempted once only. Best wishes to all 3 schools. I'm going to be starting with you, SDA Senior High School, Bekwai, but before I come to you, I'll have a preamble to all schools, and then you'll require 30 seconds of time for this first set of questions. Preamble to all schools. Find the greatest value of, SDA Senior High School. Secant squared x minus tangent squared x. Eric,
Okay, the greatest value is 1.
you're right. With the same preamble, Edinaman, sine x multiplied by cosine of 30 degrees plus cosine of x multiplied by sine of 30 degrees. For a bonus, too late. The right answer is 1. Keta, with the same preamble. 2 multiplied by sine of x cosine of x plus 5. John,
7.
that's incorrect. For a bonus, the right answer is 6. Next set, 10 seconds, and it's one of those questions where I go round gathering right answers. So it's a single question to all 3 schools. I will go round gathering right answers. When I get to your school, give me a right answer different from what has already been said. All right. So this is the question. State only one feature that makes vessel elements very efficient in water conduction. One feature that makes vessel elements very efficient in water conduction. First choice, SDA. Eric?
Okay, the vessel elements, they have narrower lumen, and hence it makes them has high capillarity for water, and hence the water can be transported up easily.
No, I'm not accepting that. Edinaman? Yes, Lord.
The vessel elements possess large surface area, which makes transportation of water more easier.
No. Keta? Yes, Akofa.
Vessel elements have perforations on both the lateral side and the end plate, and also have cells which are dead at maturity.
I asked for 1. So I'll give you 2. Yes, the end walls are perforated. That you should have stopped there. End walls are perforated. That's 1. Other things you could have told me, they have small pits that are large in number. They have a wide lumen, not narrow, wide lumen. They are joined end to end into long continuous tubes. These are the possibilities. 10 seconds with a preamble to all schools. After the alpha particle had been discovered, Ernest Rutherford and his students performed some experiments with the particles. In one such experiment, a beam of alpha particles was passed through a thin gold foil. Did you get your preamble? Once again. After the alpha particle had been discovered, Ernest Rutherford and his students performed some experiments with the particles. In one such experiment, a beam of alpha particles was passed through a thin gold foil. So now, SDA. What observation in that experiment persuaded Rutherford to conclude that the mass of the atom at the nucleus was positively charged? Yes, Eric?
Okay, the beams which were deflected backwards, that's the beam which came head-on collision with the good foil and deflected backwards.
That's incorrect for a bonus. Which of you? Raise your hand, Joseph.
The alpha particles are positively charged. So when they were made to pass through the thin gold fuel, they came closer to the positive mass. That's the center of the atom, that's the nucleus. So they deflected backwards. And because positive charges, like charges repels. So because the alpha particles were positively charged and the center of the atom, which the nucleus was also positive, that's why the alpha particles deflected backward. And hence making the center.
Stop. I'm not accepting it. For a bonus, it must be very correct. All right. So this is what happened. Some of the alpha particles whose paths were very close to the nuclei got scattered or repelled through very small angles. Small angles. So the small angle scattering. This is what caused them to have that idea. Your major question. What other observation in the same experiment got Rutherford to conclude that much of an atom is empty space? Yes, Lord.
Okay. Most of the alpha particles move through the thin gold foil without any deflection. And since most of the...
It's enough. Stop while you're ahead. Yes. Keta, with the same preamble. The students noticed that the paths of a few particles were scattered through angles larger than 90 degrees. How did Rutherford interpret this result? Was your hand up?
Yeah.
Go ahead, John.
All right. Most of the alpha particles are reflected through large angles that's greater than 90 degrees, because when they came closer to the positively charged nucleus, because they are positively charged, they were deflected by the nucleus.
I'm not accepting that. All right. First of all, I even told you in the question, it's not most of them. It's very few. Very, very few. Okay. So what they concluded was that the mass of the atom, which must be positively charged, was concentrated in or at a tiny space within the atom. So a concentration of positive charge in a very small space within the atom. That's the conclusion from that observation. Next, 30 seconds with a preamble to all schools. Preamble. Find the work done when the point of application of the force F undergoes the displacement D. Okay, what this means is that when I get to your school, I will give you a force F and I will give you a displacement D. Find the work done when the point of application of the force F undergoes the displacement D. That's a preamble. All right, so now, SDA. F is equal to 2.0 I plus 3.0 J newtons, and D is equal to 0.5 J plus 2.0 K meters. Eric.
Okay, the work done is 2.0 I plus 1.5 J plus 2.0 K joules.
That's incorrect for a bonus. Please raise your hand for me, Joseph.
1.5 joule.
Yes. Your major question with the same preamble. F is equal to 3.0 I plus 2.0 J newtons. And D is equal to 0.5 I plus 2.0 J meters. Joseph?
5.5 joule.
You're right. Keta, with the same preamble. F is equal to 3.0 I plus 2.0 J newton, and D is equal to 2.0 I minus 4.0 J meters. Yes, Akofa.
Negative 2 joules.
I'm not accepting that for a bonus. What's the right answer?
Negative 2.0 joules.
Yes. That was for no points. Next, 30 seconds with a preamble. Preamble to all schools. Differentiate the given function with respect to x. Differentiate the given function with respect to x. SDA, your function. Y is equal to the expression 2x plus 1, the expression to the power 6. Yes, Eric.
Okay, dy dx is equal to 12 multiplying the expression 2x plus 1 exponent 5.
Yes. Edinaman with the same preamble. Y is equal to the expression 3 minus 2x, the expression to the power negative 6. Joseph.
dy dx is equal to 12 multiplying the expression 3 minus 2x exponent negative 7.
All right. With the same preamble, y is equal to the expression x squared minus 2x, the expression to the power 8. Yes, John.
We have dy dx is equal to the expression 2x minus 2, multiplying the expression x squared minus 2s to the power 7, multiplying 8.
No, I'm not accepting it. Yes, Edinaman.
Y dx is equal to 16x minus 16, multiplying the expression s squared minus 2x exponent 7.
Again.
dy dx is equal to 16x minus 16, Multiplying the
No,
expression.
no, I'm not going to accept it. This is the easiest way of presenting it. 16 multiplied by the expression x minus 1 multiplied by the expression x squared minus 2x, this last expression to the power 7. Ten seconds. I have a preamble to all schools. Preamble. Describe Turner syndrome with respect to the following. Describe Turner syndrome with respect to the following. SDA, genetic sex. Yes, Eric.
Okay, the Turner syndrome occurs on the X chromosome. That's in the X.
I'm not accepting it. Yes.
XO. XO.
All right. Your major question. Number of chromosomes. Yes, Joseph.
45.
Yes. Keta, with the same preamble, phenotype. Yes, Akofa.
The individual is a female.
Yes. It's a very interesting syndrome, isn't it? So genetically, the individual is sexless, but outwardly they appear female. Very interesting. All right. 30 seconds. SDA. If 2.80 gram of a gas occupies a volume of 1.66 decimeter cubed at 27 degrees Celsius and pressure of 75 kilopascal, calculate the molar mass of the gas. You may assume R to be 8.30 joule per mole Kelvin. Eric.
Okay, the molar mass is 27 gram per mole.
That's incorrect. Yes, John.
56 gram per mole.
No, not for bonus. The right answer is 56.0 grams per mole. Edinaman. Calculate the expected pressure in kilopascal of 88.0 grams of CO2 at 27 degrees Celsius if it occupies a volume of 30.0 decimeter cubed. For this calculation, assume R is equal to 8.30 joule per mole Kelvin, atomic mass for oxygen 16.0, and that for carbon 12.0. Yes, Joseph.
166.0 kilopascal.
No. Yes, Eric.
Okay, the pressure is 166 kilopascal.
You are right. Keta. A certain gas of molar mass 30.0 grams needed for laboratory work sells at 1.20 cds per decimeter cubed at 0 degrees Celsius and 100 kilopascal. What is the price per gram of the gas? Molar volume of a gas is 22.4 at STP. For bonus. The right answer is actually 0.896 cds, but since we normally talk about cds to 2 decimal places, I would have accepted 0.90 cds. Last set of questions for the round. 30 seconds. SDA. A geothermal power plant operates a steam turbine with an inlet temperature of 127 degrees Celsius and an exhaust temperature of 57.0 degrees Celsius. What is the maximum thermal efficiency the plant can have? Eric.
Okay. The efficiency is 17.5%.
You're right. Edinaman. If the geothermal power plant maintains the turbine inlet temperature at 127 degrees Celsius, but the exhaust temperature increases to 67.0 degrees Celsius, what is the maximum thermal efficiency the plant can now have? Joseph.
15%.
Yes.
15.0%.
Yes. Your major question. If improvements in the design of the geothermal power plant are to result in a maximum thermal efficiency of 20%, with a turbine inlet temperature of 127 degrees Celsius, what must the exhaust temperature be? Yes, John.
47.0 degrees Celsius, or
Okay.
320 kelvins.
That's the end of the first round.
Here's innovation from Goyle that takes you further. New Gold Super Synthetic 5W20 and 5W30 lubes have been expertly crafted with the latest in liquid engineering technology, highly advanced for modern engines, prolongs oil change intervals, save you fuel, clean, protect and enhance engine performance. The way engines work has become complex, and GOIL has innovated to stay ahead with expertly crafted lubricants that work excellently with all petrol and diesel engines of today. New GOIL Super Synthetic 5W20 and 5W30 lubes. Innovation that takes you further. GOIL. Good energy.
You're most welcome to a new era of banking at GCB Bank, where there are no long queues at the bank. Because you can enjoy swift access to your account anywhere, anytime with GCB e-banking solutions. Experience a world where you have financial convenience from a bank with integrity. A world where you can focus on your business and trust us to provide you with limitless business banking solutions that will take you to new heights. When you need a loan, sooner is better than later. So we give it to you in 24 hours to make sure the experience is memorable. Whatever you need, sir, we have an exceptional team of diverse professionals ready to serve you with a smile. Trust us with your money. We are bigger, better, safe, and ready to take you places beyond banking.
GCB Bank, your bank for life.
You're most welcome.
I have an announcement. The first set of math questions, the preamble was differentiate the given function with respect to x. And Keta, your function was y is equal to x squared minus 2x all raised to the power 8. And I gave the answer as 16 multiplied by the expression x minus 1 multiplied by the expression x squared minus 2x, the last expression to the power 7. You didn't factorize completely. You didn't put the 16 out, but you gave an answer as 16x minus 16 multiplied by x squared minus 2x, that expression to the power 7. And I'm going to give you the mark.
You're most welcome to a new era of banking at GCB Bank, where there are no long queues at the bank. Because you can enjoy swift access to your account anywhere, anytime with GCB e-banking solutions. Experience a world where you have financial convenience from a bank with integrity. A world where you can focus on your business and trust us to provide you with limitless business banking solutions that will take you to new heights. When you need a loan, sooner is better than later. So we give it to you in 24 hours to make sure the experience is memorable. Whatever you need, sir, we have an exceptional team of diverse professionals ready to serve you with a smile. Trust us with your money. We are bigger, better, safe, and ready to take you places beyond banking.
GCB Bank, your bank for life.
There's always that one individual so selfless and caring. The world still has caring people. Getting unexpected help is a joy for us. That's why at Prudential Life, we've introduced Ultimate, the no-lapse guarantee on your Premier and Classic farewell plans. The biggest challenge for most clients having a funeral policy is the fact that when they are unable to pay premiums due to financial challenges, the policies elapse and the full benefit falls off. We have introduced the no-lapse guarantee on our funeral plans. This ensures that you don't lose your full benefit during challenging financial moments. Prudential, always listening, always understanding.
Central University, we are not just giving theoretical knowledge, but also real-life practical immersion. Our projects and research are targeted at solving real-life problems within our built and a natural environment. My name is Che Joseph Bafo, an architecture student. The faculty and facilities available to us make us industry ready. The project I'm working on recently won an award when my colleagues and I visited the Netherlands. Central University makes you industry ready.
Preamble. Y is equal to the expression x squared minus 2x, the expression. All right, so after hearing that again, what I noticed, let me first of all tell you what the answer, the right answer, or the most elegant answer should have been. 16 multiplied by the expression x minus 1 multiplied by the expression x squared minus 2x, this last expression to the power 7. When I got to Keta, Keta gave 8 multiplied by the expression 2x minus 2 multiplied by the expression x minus 2x to the power 7. Okay, so you see that they didn't finish the factorization. You had a 2, a factor of 2 that was still hanging out in the second term, right? Then these people, for the bonus, as I have said, they said 16x minus 16, and then that expression x squared minus 2x to the power 7. They didn't factorize anything out at all. It was like that. Okay, since my consultant says I should accept the inelegant versions, in that case, I'm going to accept the Keta because they gave the first one. And since it was their major question, there was no opportunity for a bonus anyway, right? Are we agreed? Okay, from now on, contestants, both here and not here, you factorize as far as possible. Okay, because I cannot be keeping track of how many factors to be awarding the mark. Otherwise, we'll be here forever. When you give me an answer, I have to stop and do all kinds of calculations before I know the way you factorize the thing out. So from now on, the elegant version, consultants, I hope you agree. From now on, All right, so you get the point for now. Scores. At the end of the first round, SDA Senior High School Bekwai has 10 points. Keta Senior High Technical School has 11 points. Edinaman Senior High School has 13 points. Before we begin the next round, Keta Senior High School would like to effect a substitution. Akwafa, it's been a pleasure having you. I will still get my rap out of you somehow. All the best. And we have Paul coming in. You are welcome, Paul.
Thank you, madam.
Round 2. This round is known as the speed race. The questions in the round are directed to all 3 schools at the same time. For an opportunity to answer a question, you must ring for it. May I hear your bell, Keta Senior High Technical? Thank you. SDA Senior High School. Thank you. And Edinaman Senior High School. If you ring and answer correctly on the first attempt, 3 points. On the second attempt, 2 points. On the third attempt, 1 point. Be careful though, because if you try to answer a question and you are unsuccessful, the answer is wrong or the answer is not forthcoming, you lose a precious point. For questions that require calculations, you have a maximum of 30 seconds to present your answer. If there are no calculations involved, you have a maximum of 10 seconds. Best wishes to all 3 schools. First question, 30 seconds. A compound microscope has an objective of power 10x and an eyepiece of power 5x. What is the angular magnification of the microscope? Which of you? John?
2.
That's incorrect. Eric?
Magnification is 0.5.
No. The right answer is 50x. 50x. 10 seconds. Describe the magnetic field lines of a long, straight, current-carrying wire. Paul.
The magnetic field is in the form of a concentric circles around the long carrying current conductor, and it is perpendicular to the plane of the conductor.
You're right. "30 seconds. Find the centripetal acceleration of an object of mass 5.0 kilogram moving in a circle of radius 2.0 meters with a kinetic energy of 650 joules. Which of you, please? John.
650 meters per second squared.
Again?
650 meters.
That's incorrect. Yes?
Okay, I'm
Lord.
having 120 meters per second squared.
That's incorrect. The right answer is 130 meters per second squared. Next set, 30 seconds each. If A is acute and cosine of A is equal to 12/13, find tangent of A. Yes, Joseph?
12.5.
No. Who rang next? Yes, John.
5/12.
Yes. Please, if you ring and you don't raise your hand, I am at liberty to call either of you. Solve the exponential equation. 6 raised to the power of the expression 2x minus 1 is equal to 216. Yes, Joseph?
X is equal to 2.
Yes. Find the coefficient of x cubed in the expansion of the expression 1 plus 2x, the expression raised to the power 6. Joseph?
120.
No. Paul?
160.
Yes. Next set, 10 seconds each. What name is given to a fruit that develops from a condensed inflorescence? John?
Aggregate fruit.
No.
Multiple.
Eric?
False fruit.
No. Yes, Lord.
Composite fruit.
Yes. The continuous bleeding from a cut on one's body can be due to the deficiency of which vitamin? Eric?
Vitamin K.
Yes. Name the process which occurs in a cardiovascular system that results in the exchange of bicarbonate, that is HCO3-, and chloride, that is Cl-, across the membrane of red blood cells. It's called chloride shift, also known as hamburger phenomenon or Linnaeus phenomenon. Chloride shift. Next set, and is the last set of the round, 30 seconds each. First one. Calculate the pH of 0.100 mole per decimeter cube solution of NaH2PO4. The pKa1, pKa2, and pKa3 of H3PO4 are 2.15, 7.20, and 12.4 respectively. State any assumption or assumptions made. Yes, Paul.
The pH is 4.1. The assumption is that the first and then the third pKa will not be used because there will not be any dissociation for them. It will only be the second one because it's the second dissociation that will release the H plus in that solution. That's the pKa2. The pKa1 and the pKa3 does not have any effect on it.
I'm not accepting it, so it's available for bonus. Or next attempt. All right. So the pH is actually 4.10. The contribution of H plus from HPO42- will be negligible. Next one. Calculate the pH of a solution obtained by mixing 400 centimeter cubed of 0.125 mole per decimeter cubed ammonia solution and 100 centimeter cubed of 0.500 mole per decimeter cubed HCl solution. pKb of NH3 is equal to 4.76. Go ahead. Joseph.
The pH will be 10.62.
That's incorrect. The right answer is 5.12. Last one. Predict if the 0.100 mole per decimeter cube solution of HPO42- will be acidic or basic. The 3 pKa values of H3PO4 are 2.15, 7.30, and 12.3. Explain how you arrived at your answer. Yes, Paul.
The solution will be acidic with a pH of 6.55. This is because to lose the third hydrogen atom, you use the third pKa, that is 12.3. And then, since the pH is less than 7, the solution will be acidic. And
no. Any other attempts? Joseph.
It will be acidic because the pH will be 6.65, which is less than 7. And I use the pKa3 because the HPO4 2 minus has one replaceable hydrogen atom.
No. Okay, so in line with asking for explanation, let me explain what the situation is. So pKa of HPO4 2 minus is 12.3, right? Yes, 12.3. As a base, its conjugate acid is H2PO4 minus. The pKa of H2PO4 minus is 7.3. That was given. The pKb of the conjugate base of H2PO4 minus being HPO42 minus, you will get it to be 14.0 minus 7.3, and that gives 6.70. Since the pKb is larger than the pKa, the HPO42 minus is a stronger base than it is an acid, or the easier way of saying it is that its solution is likely to be basic. That's the end of the second round.
There's always that one individual so selfless and caring. The world still has caring people. Getting unexpected help is a joy for us. That's why at Prudential Life, we've introduced Ultimate, the no-lapse guarantee on your Premier and Classic farewell plans. The biggest challenge for most clients having a funeral policy is the fact that when they are unable to pay premiums due to financial challenges, the policies elapse and the full benefit falls off. We have introduced the no-lapse guarantee on our funeral plans. This ensures that you don't lose your full benefit during challenging financial moments. Prudential, always listening, always understanding.
SDA Senior High School Bekwai has 11 points. Edinaman Senior High School has 12 points. Keta Senior High Technical School has 13 points. We are about to begin round 3. At stake in this round is the Prudential Life Insurance Nsmq star. What is this star? It's an award. It's worth 600 Ghana cedis to every member of the team that gets a perfect score of 10 points in this round. That means 600 Ghana cedis to 3 students for the team and 1 teacher from the team, making a total of 2,400 Ghana cedis. That's very nice, no? Yes, very nice. So you should work hard for the Prudential Life Insurance Nsmq star. All right, so now round 3. This round has the problem of the day. The problem of the day is a single question to each school, all 3 schools. From the time I ask you to begin, you have 3 minutes to present an answer from your school. The problem of the day, as I have mentioned, is worth 10 points. Now let's turn over our sheets and read the problem of the day together. Problem of the day. 4.00 grams of liquefied natural gas, LNG, is introduced into an evacuated metal vessel of volume 3.00 decimeter cubed, and the vessel sealed with a cork. The LNG in the vessel then warms up to room temperature of 27 degrees Celsius at atmospheric pressure of 100 kilopascal. 1. Show by appropriate reasoning and calculation if the cork will be blown out of the mouth of the flask. 2. Calculate the minimum volume the vessel should be so that the cork is never blown out, and you may assume the LNG is 100% methane and behaves as an ideal gas when it is gaseous. Atomic mass for carbon is 12.0. For hydrogen, it's 1.00. And R, the gas constant, is 8.31 joule per mole Kelvin. Contestants, this is your problem of the day. You may now begin. Please stop writing and present your answers. Present your answers, please. Don't write anything. Ready. Contestants, please pick up your notepads and present your answers on the boards exactly as you have them here. Notice that you didn't label any. How do I know? Exactly as you have it here. Thank you. The contestants have presented their answers. Before I award the points, let's look at the suggested solution from the consultants. This is a problem from chemistry. So we are told that there's 4.00 grams of liquefied natural gas, LNG, in a metal vessel which has a volume of 3.00 decimeter cubed. And this vessel is then sealed with a cork. The LNG in the vessel then warms up to room temperature of 27 degrees Celsius at atmospheric pressure of 100 kilopascals. First part was for contestants to show by appropriate reasoning and calculation if the cork will be blown out of the mouth of the flask. All right, they were also given some other information to assume that the LNG is 100% methane and it behaves as an ideal gas when it is gaseous, and then they were given atomic masses, carbon 12.0, hydrogen 1.00, and R, the gas constant, as 8.31 joule per mole Kelvin. All right, so first is to just sit down and reflect a little bit and think of what you are going to do. If you do that, you will realize that the cork is going to be blown out if the pressure of the gas is greater than atmospheric pressure, right? So if the pressure in the container is greater than atmospheric pressure, then the cork is going to be blown out for the gas to be released, right? Okay. If that's the case, then we need to calculate for pressure. If you inspect the values that have been given, everything is there, with the exception, and we are going to use an ideal gas equation, right? So the only thing that's not given is the number of moles of the gas. But we know the mass, and we should be able to calculate the molar mass of the gas, because we know it's methane, right? Okay, so that's the only thing missing. So first step is to calculate this. So the moles of the gas is 4.00 grams, which was given in the problem, divided by the molar mass of the gas. The gas is methane, so we can easily calculate that to be 16.0. And so if we do this calculation, we should arrive at 0.250 moles of the gas. 1 point for this. Now we are ready to use the ideal gas equation. And the ideal gas equation tells us that the pressure is going to be equal to the number of moles we've just calculated multiplied by the R, multiplied by the temperature, divided by the volume. We have everything we need, so we simply proceed. We get 0.250 times 10 to the, no, 0.250 times 8.31, that's R, multiplied by 300, divided by 3.0. And we wind up with 208 kilopascal. This is worth 3 points. Now we are ready to use the reasoning. We've done the calculation part, the reasoning. So since the gas pressure is greater, you see 208 kilopascal is greater than atmospheric pressure of 100 kilopascal, the cork will be blown out of the mouth of the vessel. For doing this reasoning, 2 points. Then the second part, contestants were to calculate the minimum volume the vessel should be so that the cork is never blown out. We are to assume that, of course, it's methane still and it's behaving as an ideal gas. All right. So for the cork not to be blown out, the volume of the vessel should be such that the pressure is equal to or less than the 100 kilopascal, which is the atmospheric pressure. Agreed? Yes. So we have actually options here. When we get to this point, we have options. By the way, for realizing this is worth 2 points. Now our options. We can either use the ideal gas equation again, or we can use Boyle's law. Those are the options we have. If you use the ideal gas equation, the volume is the number of moles multiplied by R multiplied by temperature divided by the pressure. And the pressure this time, we want it to be 100 because we don't want it to be blown out. So we have 0.250 multiplied by 8.31 multiplied by 300 over 100, and this will give us 6.23 decimeter cubed for the volume that it should be so that it is never blown out. If we use Boyle's law, then the volume that we are calculating for is the original pressure, the final pressure, and then multiplied by the volume. We've already got some of these values. In fact, we've got all of them. The first pressure is the one we've calculated from the first part, the 208 kilopascal. We want the second pressure, the final pressure, to be 100. So we have 208 over 100 multiplied by the volume. The volume at 208 was 3.00, right? Decimeter cube. So if we do that calculation, we will get 6.24 decimeter cube. Notice how close they are. So for doing this, for getting the final answer, 2 more points to make a total of 10 points. This is the suggested solution from the consultants. Contestants. Edinaman. The only thing you were able to calculate correctly from what I'm seeing is the number of moles. Even that was not to the right number of significant figures, but since the calculation was not complete, I don't mind. For you, you actually had 4 over 16, and you were using it in the calculation. I see it over there, 4 over 16. For that, I'm giving you 1 point. Then you were doing some calculations, but we didn't quite understand what the calculation was supposed to be for, and you didn't finish with your conclusion for us to know the reasoning why you were even doing that calculation, right? Okay, so you have 1 point. SDA Bekwai. First of all, you didn't even label, there were 2 parts to this question. The calculation you are doing is slightly recognizable for the second part, but you didn't label for me to even realize which part you were working on. There is no explanation anywhere either. And so I assume you started working from the top. That's the normal assumption any normal average person would make, right? So from that, what I can see is that you have calculated for the number of moles. That was worth 1 point, your significant figures. But never mind, it's a calculation in progress, so I won't mind you with that. I'll give you the 1 point for that. And then the rest, I can't give you anything else. That leaves you with 1 point. Keta Senior High Technical School, you calculated for the number of moles correctly. Good. Then you went ahead and used the ideal gas equation to calculate for the pressure. Very good. It was the right pressure. So that is 3 more points added to your 1. And then that's where things started getting. You couldn't do anything else. In fact, even the explanation, you didn't finish explaining, so what you have there doesn't tell me anything useful. And so that's the end of it, giving you 4 out of 10. That's the end of the problem of the day and the end of round 3. You may pick up your notepads. Before we start the next round, Edinaman Senior High School would like to effect a substitution. Lord, it's been a pleasure having you. All the best. And Jarrett is coming in for Lord. Jarrett. You're welcome, Jarrett.
Thank you, madam.
Good. Round 4. In this round, I'm going to be presenting you with statements. When you receive a statement, please consider the statement very carefully and let me know whether it's true or false. If you are right, 2 points. If you are incorrect, you lose a precious point. You may choose not to respond, in which case that statement becomes available to the 2 other schools. A school may ring and attempt an answer. If right, 2 full points. If it's incorrect or there's no answer forthcoming, there's a penalty, 1 point. Best wishes to everyone. I'm starting with you, Edinaman. Your statement. The principal components of petroleum are alkanes and aromatic hydrocarbons. Jarrett.
True.
No, that's a false statement. It's alkanes and cycloalkanes. Keta. Octane number scale measures knocking characteristics of a fuel. John.
False.
You're right. Octane rating of a fuel can be improved by changing the straight chain hydrocarbons to branched chain hydrocarbons. Yes, Eric?
It's true.
Yes. Complete dominance is a form of dominance in heterozygous condition. Jarrett.
False.
No, that's a true statement. Keta. In codominance, both alleles for a trait are dominant. Paul.
True.
Yes. In incomplete dominance, both alleles for a trait are dominant. Eric.
It's false.
No. That's a true statement. Two systems separated by an adiabatic wall do not exchange energy. Joseph.
False.
No. Two systems separated by an adiabatic wall eventually attain the same temperature. Yes, Paul?
False.
Yes. Two systems separated by a flexible wall eventually attain the same pressure. Yes, Eric?
It's true.
Yes. For the next set, I have a preamble to all schools. Preamble. Under a rotation in a plane, that's it. Distance is preserved, but not angle measure. Jarrett.
Madam, it's true.
No. Keta. With the same preamble, perpendicularity is preserved. Yes, John?
True.
Yes. With the same preamble, parallelism is preserved. Yes, Eric?
It's false.
No. Edinaman. Radioactive decay is always spontaneous. Jared.
False.
Aye. That's a true statement. Keta. Radioactive decay always follows first order kinetics. John?
True.
Yes. Usually, alpha emission reactions are as a result of spontaneous radioactive decay. Eric?
It's true.
No. That's a false statement. You can have alpha emission after bombardment of a stable nucleus. Edinaman. Fat digestion can begin in the mouth. Jared.
False.
That's a true statement. The enzyme lingual lipase, released into the mouth along with the saliva, breaks down some short-chain lipids into diglycerides. No, I was explaining to them, not yet. Be patient. Now your statement, that was the explanation for why that statement was not, the answer was not right. Hey, Keta, your statement now. Fats are mainly digested in the small intestine. Paul?
It's true.
Yes. Sucrose digestion yields the sugars fructose and glucose. Eric?
It's true.
Yes. Edinaman. A convergent lens has positive optical power. Joseph.
True.
Yes. Keta. If two lenses have the same magnitude of optical power, they also have the same focal length. Paul?
It's true.
No. That's a false statement. A lens with a negative optical power only forms virtual images of real objects. Eric?
It's true.
Yes. Last set of statements. Last set. An equilateral septagon is regular. Jared?
False.
That's a true statement. Keta? An equiangular hexagon is regular. Yes, John?
True.
No. Last statement. An equilateral quadrilateral is equiangular. Eric?
Madam, is false.
Yes. And that's the end of the fourth round. At the end of the fourth round, Edinaman Senior High School has 8 points. SDA Senior High School Bekwai has 19 points. Keta Senior High Technical School has 27 points. Round 5. In this round, I'm going to be reading out clues. Your objective is to solve the riddle. For an opportunity to solve a riddle, you must ring for it. May I hear your bell, Keta? Thank you. Yours, SDA. Thank you. And yours, Edinaman. If you solve the riddle on the first clue, 5 points. On the second clue, 4 points. On the third or any clue thereafter, 3 points. There are 4 riddles in all. Best wishes to all schools. First one. I am a number that specifies how well energy is transformed from one form to another. I am a ratio larger than unity. I am used to describe refrigerators. You may think of me as a ratio of heat removed. Yes, Jarrett?
Efficiency.
No. You may think of me as a ratio of heat removed to work done. I am to a refrigerator what thermal efficiency is to a heat engine. So who am I? Paul.
Refrigerative efficiency.
Oh, dear me. Which of you? Eric?
Yeah, latent heat of vaporization.
Hey. Anyone? Anyone? Gentlemen, try. You are right. Well done. It's the coefficient of performance. Next one. I am a proposition. I am classically attributed to a Soviet biologist, although he actually never formulated me. In ecology, I am sometimes referred to as Gauss's law. I am the proposition that states that two species competing for the same limiting resource cannot coexist at constant population values. Who am I? Eric?
Carrying capacity.
No. Paul?
Lamarckism.
Yes, which of you, please? Jared?
Principle of limiting factors.
Pardon?
Principle of limiting factors.
No, that's not it. Anyone? No one wants to try this one. Gauss's law. Yes. Classroom supporter. No. The right answer is competitive exclusion principle. Next one. I am an inorganic substance. Indeed, I'm an inorganic salt comprising two simple ions. My cation is derived from an element of group 1 of the periodic table. My anion comes from almost the opposite side of the table in group 7 or 17. Chemically and physically, I'm not far from the common salt you know. Joseph?
Sodium bromide.
You are right. They solved the riddle on the 5th clue, 3 points. Last one. I am a 3-digit number. I am between 100 and 200. My last digit is a cube. The sum of all my digits is an odd square digit. In my prime factorization, I am a product of an even square and an odd cube. My middle digit is an identity. Yes, Joseph?
108.
Yes, you are right. I was reading the last clue, 3 points, and that's the end of the 5th round. At the end of the contest, here are the final scores. Edinaman Senior High School has 14 points. SDA Senior High School Bekwai has 19 points. Keta Senior High Technical School has 27 points. Edinaman Senior High School, thank you for being here. It seems you had a really bad day today. All the best. SDA Senior High School, Bekwai, thank you for being here. We must say goodbye at this point. All the best. Keta Senior High Technical School, congratulations on winning the contest. Please prepare very well, and I look forward to seeing you at the quarterfinals. Viewers, thank you for joining us for this contest. We are still at the 1A stage of competition. Before we leave, I would like to acknowledge our sponsors. The National Science and Math Quiz is sponsored by the Ghana Education Service with support from GOL, Prudential Life Insurance Ghana, GCB Bank, Vimto, Academic City College, Adansi Travels, Kenya Airways, Accra College of Medicine, Medifem Multi-Specialist Hospital and Fertility Center, GTP, FHR and University of Applied Sciences, and InterVarsity. Our media partners are Joy News, Joy FM, My Joy Online, and YFM. This is a prime time production. Thank you once again for joining us for this contest. Please plan to be with us next time when we bring you Sandema Senior High Technical School, Osei Tutu Senior High School, and Oti Boatin Senior High School. See you next time. Bye.
Here's innovation from GOIL that takes you further. New GOIL Super Synthetic 5W20 and 5W30 lubes have been expertly crafted with the latest in liquid engineering technology, highly advanced for modern engines, prolongs oil change intervals, save you fuel, clean, protect and enhance engine performance. The way engines work has become complex, and GOIL has innovated to stay ahead with expertly crafted lubricants that work excellently with all petrol and diesel engines of today. New GOIL Super Synthetic 5W20 and 5W30 lubes. Innovation that takes you further. GOIL. Good energy.
There's always that one individual so selfless and caring. The world still has caring people. Getting unexpected help is a joy for us. That's why at Prudential Life, we've introduced Ultimate, the no-lapse guarantee on your premier and classic farewell plans. The biggest challenge for most clients having a funeral policy is the fact that when they are unable to pay premiums due to financial challenges, the policies elapse and the full benefit falls off. We have introduced the no-lapse guarantee on our funeral plans. This ensures that you don't lose your full benefit during challenging financial moments. Prudential. Always listening, always understanding.
You're most welcome to a new era of banking at GCB Bank, where there are no long queues at the bank. Because you can enjoy swift access to your account anywhere, anytime with GCB e-banking solutions. Experience a world where you have financial convenience from a bank with integrity. A world where you can focus on your business and trust us to provide you with limitless business banking solutions that will take you to new heights. When you need a loan, sooner is better than later. So we give it to you in 24 hours to make sure the experience is memorable. Whatever you need, sir, we have an exceptional team of diverse professionals ready to serve you with a smile. Trust us with your money. We are bigger, better, safe, and ready to take you places beyond banking.
GCB Bank, your bank for life.
There's always that one individual so selfless and caring. The world still has caring people. Getting unexpected help is a joy for us. That's why at Prudential Life, we've introduced Ultimate, the no-lapse guarantee on your Premier and Classic farewell plans. The biggest challenge for most clients having a funeral policy is the fact that when they are unable to pay premiums due to financial challenges, the policies elapse and the full benefit falls off. We have introduced the no-lapse guarantee on our funeral plans. This ensures that you don't lose your full benefit during challenging financial moments. Prudential, always listening, always understanding. There's always that one individual so selfless and caring. The world still has caring people. Getting unexpected help is a joy for us. That's why at Prudential Life, we've introduced Ultimate, the no-lapse guarantee on your Premier and Classic farewell plans. The biggest challenge for most clients having a funeral policy is the fact that when they are unable to pay premiums due to financial challenges, the policies elapse and the full benefit falls off. We have introduced the no-lapse guarantee on our funeral plans. This ensures that you don't lose your full benefit during challenging financial